Welcome back to the Swatch Women's Pro. We're into round one, heat number 4 now, as waves are still absolutely firing for the world's best. This heat led by two-time world champ, current world number 2, Carissa Moore from Hawaii, taking on Silvana Lima from Brazil, and Caroline Marks, the injury replacement. Lima setting herself well for a speedy little right-hander. Hard off the bottom and a classic top turn. Layback draw off the top will take her down after a beautiful start.
Big mistake right there from Silvana. We've seen a little bit of that this year, haven't we, Joe?
Not backing down for priority. Moore will earn this right. Carissa, high line wrap. More speed down the line. Jams it real hard. Full wrap out in front. Carissa Moore starting to go to town. Keeping that flow and rhythm in the pocket. And she'll hop out of there. Next wave for the wild card, Marks will kick out.
She draws off the bottom here. She was on her way to a great score, Joe. Nice carving maneuver right there. Off the bottom again, and then just goes for something that maybe she shouldn't have. Just that layback maneuver, maybe just the wrong choice in turn right there. Carissa, off the bottom, off the top combo, lays that rail over again. See how she double pumps off the bottom just to make sure she sets those fins perfectly. She's got that foot way back on the pad and looking very confident. She watched the performance that Courtney laid down. She's got to keep up with that. That in the back of her mind is what she's telling herself. Come on, we've got this. That was a little bit more energy that we've seen Carissa put in over the last few events.
Liking that fire up from Carissa Moore. She wants to take out this event and get her rhythm back. I saw Matt Biolas downstairs. Carissa's shaper said she went from a 5'8" to a 5'9", along with the local crew. This is Silvana Lima further down the line. Little drop the top for Sil. Now she's out in front. Highline wrap. There's a big bulk of seaweed in the open face. That would just take you down if you entered it. You gotta get that thing out of there, Putz.
Yeah, I'm just so stoked that the women were able to get out there today and surf our round one. And geez, we lucked out with the conditions training offshore, and the waves are great.
And this is the first event that we're seeing you in the Jeep Leaders jersey. You know, it really seems like you have that level of comfort in it. Are you feeling any pressure at all being number 1 in the rankings?
I don't know. I feel pretty good. It's my favorite color, is just what I keep thinking. I think it's working.
But Potts, what do you think about young Caroline Marks on this last win?
Wow, Joe. I mean, you know, just smooth surfing here from her. Nice backhand attack there, jams it off the top. She's shown a bit of variety as well. Jams it around there, off the bottom, off the top combo. Just nice, smooth, seamless surfing. Very mature for a young lady, that's for sure. Nice snap right there. So that is going to definitely build her confidence up. Just a couple of small scores to kick things off. Carissa Moore dropped an 8.17, so she's going to have to try and drop some bigger scores to keep up with her. But that was a great start there from young Caroline.
Caroline Marks sounds like a complete grown-up when you talk to her. She's so well-spoken, and she's so happy to have this experience. She'll be having a front view of this wave from Carissa Moore, her idol. Front side wrap in the pocket. Another little setup carve. It's bowling on the inside. There's the layback jam from the two-time world champ. Fades it in the pocket. How's this inside corner? She's got a little end section to chip right there. And Carissa closes it out. 8.17 before that. And gave us some big hooks on her second opportunity. Silvana's going to miss this wave. She's got a little bit of room to look, though. So we'll keep an eye on priority as scores are drifting in for Caroline Marks.
That's what I've been waiting for, Joe. That layback snap with a slide. Sort of a combination of two turns in it. Normally a layback, you don't get as much drift as Carissa does there. Just such ability to create that weightlessness halfway through the turn, but then still keep it into a jamming maneuver. Here she goes.
Now just readjusting on her position. This corner looks a little bit quicker than the last two waves. So stretch out the cut back to start. Right into a high line wrap. Already into this inside corner, Silvana Lima. Just do a little fading cutback. Now into a closeout section. Tries to jam the fins out. She'll complete that final maneuver. Best score before that, a 3.0.
Carissa Moore Big jamming turn right there. I'll tell you what, this is what I've been waiting for. This next turn right here, draws off the bottom and hooks into it. Gets that slide. I mean, that's as good as it gets right there from Carissa Moore. It's going to be a huge score.
Also, Silvana on this exchange, her best wave so far, Potts.
Yeah, definitely a settle there for Silvana. Seemed a little rattled, out of position a little bit. And even this wave, kind of didn't have that long wall on it like we've seen here so far. Went sort of to whitewater and then didn't quite give her too much on the inside. So definitely Silvana's best wave, but back to the drawing board if she wants to compete against a couple of 8s. While we're doing that recap, she caught this left-hander. Just beautiful surfing there. Just showing a little bit of variety, showing that, yep, I can carve it up on the backhand as well. Beautiful conditions out here. Nice, smooth, silky waves. And Carissa going to town on this one. 6.60, so didn't go in her top 2. Young Caroline off the bottom, snaps it off the top. She's got that backside maneuver down, up through the lip and goes down.
She has her head taped up and she's watching Silvana Lima lock in. Little racetrack of a right-hander. Plenty open face. High line draw off the top. Brazilian high line wrap. Still plenty of energy left in this wave. Full wrap with a rebound. Just a series of open face carves. She likes to go big off the lip. This is all setup work for the inside corner. Forces her into another carving section. She's down.
Yeah, I think that seaweed came into play there. I think it was in the back of her mind. She saw that coming down the line there, but I like that approach from Silvana. Look at this wave, Joe. I mean, this is as good as Trestles I've seen. And again, off the bottom, big carving maneuver, draws back into the power source right there. This is the smooth surfing that I'm talking about. She's looking nice and clean. Big wraparound cutback, bounces off the whitewater right there. You can see how precise that was. And again, milking it through the inside. So Silvana Lima is definitely going to post her best wave yet. A 4.17 is her best wave, backed it up with a 3. I think we're looking at her best score right there.
Carissa Moore in the lineup, a 2-time world champ, is highlining this wave out the back with a ton of momentum. Comes off the bottom and a high line carve off the top. Just chasing this inside track. She'll catch up to it, right into a rock and roll float. No way is going to leave Carissa Moore behind. And she'll sneak in that forehand finish. Before we went to break, Silvana got that wave. It came in at a 7.23.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of this young lady. She's got a huge, huge future ahead of her. Talking about futures, let's look at this one right here. Big carving maneuver. Set that rail beautifully right there, and this is where the wave started to speed up. Carissa Moore flying down the line, comes around the section, and as you said, beautiful rock and roll floater, perfectly timed. That's the confidence that we want to see from Carissa Moore. When she's surfing like that, she's going to be unstoppable.
As we see corduroy lines to the horizon, a pumping southwest swell greets Carissa Moore now. She has so much momentum. Big forehand wrap. Sets it up off the top. More of a jamming hook. Big carve once again for the 2-time world champ. Highline wrap, and she'll just put the foot down on the layback and just run through the inside.
You think he's having fun right now?
What a blast.
All right.
This is Silvana Lima into the final minute. Quick snap off the lip. Nice highline cutty into the pocket. Little wrapping cut back on the inside. She needs something big if she wants to turn this thing around. She'll go to the air, tries to grab slob. She ends up out the back on that last turn. Caroline Marks now. Just a little quick jam on the backhand. Another setup snap to get further down the line. Winds up to blow the tail out the back. And the young 13-year-old wild card injury replacement goes down, and she'll now watch Carissa Moore head that direction. Carissa's got a lot of speed. Inside section, she'll throw down the grab rail reverse just to flex a little bit further on this lineup. Courtney Conlock gave us that feeling in the last heat, and Carissa Moore carries the torch, reminding us this world title race is just heating up.
Yeah, she had to match that performance from Courtney. She had to make sure that she held her own, and she did. An 8.93, 8.17. She's thrown away 8-point rides. I tell you what, 2 girls right now that we've seen today that are going to be very hard to beat.